Good morning.
Good morning.
Gosh, my hair looks so much better thanks to Sydney. I went and saw her at the salon knot. I'm just saying with the light, it looks a lot blonder than it was. It was looking kind of dingy. I always try to
dyed?
Yeah, I mean, I get highlights. I get partial highlights. And I've only been doing that for like a year, so I'm still getting used to it. And I got a little generous with my purple shampoo, and then my hair turned purple. And it was right before Easter, and I was straightening my hair when I got out of the shower, and I was like, so I texted Sydney, and I was like, why is my hair purple? And she goes, honey, you need to lay off. You need to lay off the purple shampoo.
Like this happened like recently?
Yeah, like right before Easter.
Why didn't you send me a picture?
Well, it wasn't like that purple. I mean, it was pretty purple though. And if it doesn't look purple, it looks gray. So I was like, what do I do? And she goes, just wash it a couple more times. You'll be good. And I was, yeah. So, but seeing it in this light, it looks really good. She did a really good job this time, sometimes. And I lopped some of it off on the ends because I was getting a little, I was just getting like some dead ends and stuff like that. So
I think it looks nice.
Anyways, yeah, the light's doing me some favors.
Highlights.
I just saw
I've thought about highlights.
You should do it.
But the thing
especially
is,
for summertime.
Well, when we lived in South Carolina, I always had natural blonde highlights because of the sun.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it.
Yes.
But then now we're back in gloomy Missouri.
Where the sun never shines.
Take me back to the beach.
That's why I'm wearing yellow today. I thought maybe if
I
I wear it,
you look
maybe if I wear it, then the sun will
sunshiny.
Yeah, the sun will shine.
No, not today.
But you would look good with some highlights. So speaking of, Sydney's having her little, she took over the ownership of the salon knot here in town, and she's having a little open house tomorrow. And I believe it starts at 10. It might be 11. I'd have to check on that. But she's going to have like hamburgers and brats. Like, so you can like come out and eat lunch. It's first come, first serve. But I think she's going to have a lot. And then she opened a little boutique in the back. I don't know if you've seen it. But it's like this little boutique in the back, and they've got a bunch of little vendors back there. I don't even know
Maybe I should do that.
I know. You need to go check it out. It's really cute. They got a lot of stuff back there. So I think you get like 15% off in the boutique. And then and then you can enter in some raffles to win some free services. And you can enter in to win like a curling iron, I think. It's a really handy dandy curling iron. And then if you book a future service tomorrow, you get 15% off. So, yeah. So I think it's like, I don't know how long it's going to go, like 10 to 1 or 10 to 2 or something like that. But, if you ever just want to go check it out, it's over there, on that little outer road. I don't even know what that road's called. Redbud, maybe? Does that sound right?
You know what? I mean, I lived in Missouri from 8th grade until I graduated high school. And then obviously we come visit. And when people still ask
You still don't know the roads?
Yep.
Hey, you know what?
I'm direct. So I got to get my phone. But if you need to tell me where to go, you got to give me like visuals.
Yes. Oh, I know.
Give me visuals. Don't tell me
north
to
and
get
south
off on Republic Road or National. And whenever someone says go to Walmart on Independence, I'm like, that's like the main one, right? Like
you don't even know that?
Okay, I know that one now. But like for a while, when someone would say the one on Independence, I'd be like, that's the
one by Fazoli's or something?
That's the one like by Battlefield, right? Like,
well, Battlefield's a road, but you don't need like Fazoli's or like David's Bridal. I would say it's over there by David's Bridal is what I would say.
No, not anymore.
Or there's an Andy's there, and like No. But I'm the same way. If I'm in a new area, I know Springfield pretty well. I know Springfield better than I know Rogersville, obviously, but I would say it is a lot more helpful to have landmarks versus streets or like don't ever give me north and south or east and
No,
west. I can't,
no.
North and south I'm good with, but east and west I always get it backwards. And
No,
I'm like, wait, is that east? Is that west? And I never know which
No,
way I'm
I
going.
can't. That's my weakness. Someone were to say go north, I'd be like straight,
Straight?
and they'd be like, no, north is that way, and I'd be like, but why is north that way?
You're like, it'll catch on eventually.
Maybe.
You'd think it would click with you eventually. Yeah.
Maybe if I was a hiker.
Well, I wish I would have remembered what the name was of the salon knot, but I'm sure everyone in Rogersville is kind of familiar with it. So, and then also tough because it's Mother's Day weekend, right? So you can stop by the little Unique Flower Farmer and get some flowers for Mom. That's a good idea. What are you
Mother's
getting
Day.
your mom?
I don't know.
You haven't even thought about it?
I can't leave my house.
Oh.
I literally can't ever.
There's a
leave
thing
my
called
house.
online shopping.
I know.
Have you ever heard of it?
Dead. I've just been dead. I do want. Well, I'm probably gonna have to get groceries tomorrow, so I kind of figured I would run into the old Target. And
Maybe you should, if she's watching this. I don't know if she's watching this or not, but maybe you shouldn't say. Do you ever get her anything really good?
it just depends on the year. Because
Yeah.
for a while we weren't ever here for Mother's Day.
Oh, true.
And
You didn't ever
so-
mail it? Did you ever mail her like a card or something?
I'm sure I mailed her a card, right, Mom? I'm a terrible.
She's like, actually, as a matter of fact, no, you didn't.
You know what's worse though is that, like, I would always tell the boys' dad, like, I really like Mother's Day. I like to be celebrated, but then I suck at like to celebrate because I'm
Celebrating your mom, you mean?
yeah, and I mean I don't know. I'm just not the best. Like gifts are not my love
Same.
language.
That's why we're friends, because I'm not a gift giver.
No,
I'm not
now
a good gift
I
giver
do
either.
like getting. I like an occasional gift. Well, I was about to say something, and I'm not supposed to say it. When you go over love languages, someone pointed out to me that they thought my love language of gifts was above. So, like, for me, it's like physical touch, quality time, and then I thought it would be like words of affirmation, because who doesn't like being told them they're pretty and
Of
doing
course.
a good
Yeah.
job,
Or like,
you know?
you're a good mom, or you're doing
like,
great.
well,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Right.
And then what are the two?
Acts of service.
Acts of service
Yes.
and gifts.
Yes.
And I think this person said that they thought gifts, and I'm trying to think if they said they thought it was acts of service and then words of affirmation for me. But either way, they were like, I think gifts and whatever the other one are like tied for you. And I was like, well, I don't care much about gifts. And they were like, you don't
But
like,
you really
you
do.
don't like getting something nice, surprising you, even though you're never surprised, but like you don't like getting something nice.
Yeah.
And they're like, you
You're
know,
like, wait a minute.
and I'm like, who doesn't like getting something nice?
And I think, and do you think that as you grow and get older, your love languages change? Because I feel like mine have changed.
See, mine's always been physical touch and quality time.
Okay.
Top two, always.
But maybe the last three, maybe switch out.
See, what's hard though is when we were talking about it, they were like, well, for you, it's like you like every single one of them. And I was like, but that should be easier then, because then you know
No matter what.
that no matter what, if you're doing one of those
can show me love, yeah.
you can show me love.
That's true. That's so true.
You know?
That is so true. And
so
I thought,
it's really it's like my gift to you is that it's like I like all five.
Right.
I do have two like that I like more, but actually, you know what? Maybe a little bit, because I feel like maybe just where I am now.
yeah.
Like, I feel like words of affirmation could be tied with, I don't know, because I'm a quality time person. Like, if you want to just go sit on the couch and snuggle with me and watch some TV
Yeah.
or play Uno,
See,
like, I feel good.
man, see,
But
quality
you
time.
you also have to be touching me at the same time.
Wow, you're needy. No, I'm kidding. I'm
yeah.
joking.
No, no, some
I think
people would probably
I think
agree.
quality time is absolutely the last thing on my list, because I am a loner. I love to be alone. I've always been that way. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, and my brother still gives me crap about it today. He's like, you played by yourself all the time when you were little. And he goes, we would come up and say, hey, can we play with you? And I'm like, no, get away from me. I don't want to play with you.
That's going to be,
I just want to be
which one of
alone.
those.
And it's kind of stinks, because Phil, one of his top
That's right.
love
He's
languages is quality time. And so he's like, yeah, do you want to like go with me? I'm like, Why would I go with you? Well, so like we can just like talk in the car on the way there. I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah,
I just want to be alone.
That's the boy's dad. I'd be like, can we go together? Why do you want me to go to the nail salon with you?
Just to keep me company on the way.
Just to sit with me.
I'm like, no, I'm good. And I am an introvert, and I love being at home. I'm a homebody, so it's like all of the things. I just want to be.
See, I
just want to be alone at home.
I am when I'm around people, I'm an extrovert. I mean, I'm sure you've seen that.
Well, I've heard of an outgoing introvert. Would you
I don't
say
know,
that's
because
what? I don't think you're an introvert at all.
Because I do like being home. I do like my me time, especially after these last few months. Like, I've come to treasure my me time, but at the same time, after these last few months and then the last month, I've noticed my quality time. So, like, I've started to notice, like, the loneliness on certain days. Setting back in.
Okay.
And I'm like, son of a nutcracker. I thought I defeated this.
Yes, you're like, I was in a really good place.
I was doing really good.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's a good thing though, because you only got that good because of the situation you were in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, good. Yeah, I love talking about love languages and figuring all that out.
Well, and especially with Mother's Day.
So, so what are you expecting for Mother's Day? Like, do you want your kids to be gone? You want your kids to be gone out of the house and then like because like, I mean, I love my kids and I love my life. I like it when the house is empty and I'm just all alone. Like, that's like my favorite.
You and I need to go get like, are you one of those people that don't like their feet touched?
So I was actually going to say this is a very unpopular opinion. I don't like pedicures, mainly because I'm ticklish.
Cassie.
No, but I'm ticklish.
So am I.
They get down there and I'm like, oh, like I jump. I'm serious. So I do it myself.
I love like getting in the massage chair and I'm just like, okay,
so speaking of, this may be TMI for a Friday morning on a show, but
it's not TMI for us.
For girls that are, anyways, you sit in the massage chair at the salons, and that's another thing that's very uncomfortable because, and then it like things go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I just feel so uncomfortable.
You said for girls like, and I'm thinking to myself, where are you going with this?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like girls that,
I don't know. My mind kind of went down the gutter for a second. I was getting a little.
Girls that have been blessed in certain areas, a little too much, and then the massager goes, and then it's like, it just makes me feel very uncomfortable, and I'm like, okay, I'm ticklish, and this thing's going crazy, and it makes me very uncomfortable, and I feel like I'm like up on this like pedestal thing, and I feel like everyone's like looking at me. I feel like I would be okay if I had like a blanket where I could just like hide and like just put my feet out, like let someone. I don't know. It's not my thing.
I also though like I have really flat feet, and with all like the exercise I do, they get really sore. Because they're so flat.
Yeah.
There's no arch to like, so as I'm jumping, it's just.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so when I can go get a pedicure and they rub my feet, I'm just like, oh yeah. That's the good stuff.
I mean, hey, I'll never say no to a foot rub.
I did, though, have a really weird pedicure experience. So I usually go to Aqua Nails, but they're just so flipping expensive. I'm just so sick of it.
Oh, no.
But they do a great job, but I'm just so sick of it. And so Abby told me about a cheaper place. Can't tell you what road it's on. So,
of course.
Okay, you know where Qdoba is on Battlefield?
On Battlefield? Oh, over there by like cookie cutters and stuff.
Yeah, so
National.
if you pass that.
Battlefield
If you
and
pass that, there's that big shopping center across from Sonic.
Okay. But there's a Sonic. Yes. Okay.
Across
Aldi. There's like where Aldi.
Yeah, there's a shopping center next to it.
Is that Aldi?
There's an Aldi on the corner.
No, it's Food for Less.
No, it's Aldi.
Oh, that's right.
And there's a shopping center next to it. Anyway, there's a little nail place in there. Okay. So I decided to go, right? And I'm sitting there and I knew like their dad had them, and so I was like, I knew I'm on a time crunch. And I'd like this one, right? And I think it was like 35 maybe. And he was like, no, like this one. And I was like, no. Because it said the time on it, which I thought was kind of weird. They don't ever say the time. Huh. And I'm like, no, like this one. And he's like, no, this one. I'm like, no, I need that one. And he's like, we go that one. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, no.
So
was it more expensive?
It was like $10 more. It wasn't like a huge.
I know, but that's a big deal.
But I was just like,
for a
okay,
pedicure.
that's fine.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he was like, you want gel? And I'm like, no, I don't ever get gel on my nails because for some reason my toenails.
Yeah.
I don't get gel on my toenails, but for some reason, like they last. Like when I finally got a pedicure done like well, I guess it was over a month ago. They're still fully painted.
Okay, but painted, but not gel.
No, not on my
Because if it's gel, then it just like falls off.
Yeah,
Oh,
same with
okay.
my nails, which we're going to talk about these puppies here in a second. But
Yes, I saw you switch them out.
But he dips my feet in wax.
Okay. Yes.
Like a wax mold. And
Yes.
I've never done that before with
It's
a pedicure.
nice. Yeah.
But
Paraffin
he was
wax.
like dipping one foot like 3 times.
So
and
you
I'm
really
like,
paid for like a deluxe.
I'm like, what's happening? But I thought it was weird. I'm like, why are my feet in wax molds right now? Like, what's happening?
They make your feet super soft.
So, but
For me, it's
was-
almost too slippery.
But I was like, why are you putting my feet in a hot bottle?
hot
tub of
hot tub of wax. Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? I literally was like, I don't know what's going on.
I think I've had it done once, and I didn't like it when I got up to walk away because I was like having trouble walking out the door. You know, it almost makes it too greasy.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
I just thought it was weird because he was
But-
like picking my knee up and dipping my foot in it like 4 times, and I'm like,
You're like, this is not relaxing because I don't know what's going on.
I'm like, why is my foot in wax? Like, what
So,
are you doing?
I can't believe you let him upsell you. I'd have been like, no, sir,
He
I'm
just
on a
kept
budget.
Pointing to it.
I would have like laid out my $35 and been like,
Here's my $35.
I'm only paying this much
is
money.
all I'm doing.
Or I'd be like, sure, I'll do that one for this price.
Yeah, right.
I'll pay that price. So,
Anyway.
but did they do good though?
Yeah, and they're
Oh,
still
okay.
painted. That was over a month ago.
Okay, good. Okay, awesome. Now your nails, you get these on a website.
Okay, guys.
These are so cute.
You can't really see them.
I know. We need to get fancy like Will and be able
Okay, here
to
you go.
know
So if you can kind of see, right, you would kind of,
or go like this. I don't know.
no, that's worse.
Yeah.
You can kind of, anyway.
They got
So,
little pineapples on them.
They're peaches.
Oh.
Alex asked if they were pumpkins.
They do kind of look like pumpkins too.
I was like,
They look like pineapples
"Aw,
and
man."
pumpkins and peaches.
Anyway, it's called Red Aspen. I'm actually thinking about signing up with them because I love these so
Signing up
much.
like you could do like a.
I could sell them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could like subscribe and
You
like
can do
where
that
you
too,
pay
I
like a
think.
monthly fee and then they just like
I
send
think
you
they
nails.
do something like that too. But anyway,
Okay.
but they're $13 to $15 for one set, and you get multiple nails. So one pops off, you can replace it, or technically, if a nail pops off, you can just put that one back on.
Oh, okay.
But
Just use a little bit of glue and
yeah,
pop
but
it
the
back
cool
on.
thing is like, well, I went a little crazy. I ordered 7 pairs.
Holy cow! Times how much? $13. That's
It
expensive.
was $90.
Dang, girl.
But think about
But
this,
that'll
though.
last you like a while.
A long time.
Well, because how long do they last? 2 weeks or what do you think?
So the first set I wore lasted me 11 days, and I could have gone longer, but my new nails came in, so I had to replace them. But either way, when I go get gel, they chip within like 4 days.
Yeah, I know.
They literally chip.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
within 4 or 5 days. And then I'm sitting there and my hair's getting caught, and then I'm in the shower peeling them off after like
I
day
know.
7.
So these are stick-ons, so
These-
they don't get caught in your hair?
No.
Like, because that's I can't
Exactly.
stand that
No,
whenever you, like, put your...
I've used press-ons for like
the
Kiss
shower.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And even like, not Polish Pops, Color Street.
Yes.
And they have, there's another small cup business called Polish Pops, and they're kind of like, they're similar.
Okay.
And one, every time I would put them on and file, it would just look janky.
Yeah.
And then it would peel quickly, and I would get my hair caught. And then if I ever tried actual press-ons from like Walmart or Target, they would get caught in my hair. And so when I started seeing these on Instagram, I was like, those are going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, but
I
then
know, I'm
I
so
kept,
jaded.
but then I kept watching people talk about them and how they don't get caught in your hair, how if you work out, they don't pop off.
Yeah.
All these things. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I've been seeing these for like 3 months. I'm going to try them.
Mm-hmm.
So I first put them on, and it gives you glue. And I only put the glue on my actual nail. And they were like popping off right away. And I was like, well, this is crap. Then I looked at the box, and it said, if you want
'Cause those
them
aren't
to-
cheap.
No. If you want, but at the same time, they also are like, if you go, like I was spending $35 to wear a gel manicure that lasted 5 days.
See, that's why I don't ever get my nails done either. I
Yeah.
just do it at home.
But
You're welcome, Phil.
yeah. But then I read the box, and it said if you want them to last 7 to 14 days, you put the glue on your nail and on the back of the fake nail. Both.
Oh, okay.
Just a little dollop
So
on
then
both
the
sides.
glue holds with the glue.
And I'm telling you, those suckers were still on there on day 10.
Wow.
Yeah, and so this has been, I put these on Monday, and I've only had one issue with this one, but I think it's because I didn't put enough glue, because all the other ones are fine.
Now, how is it whenever you do lots of dishes and like water
Nothing.
and all that stuff?
Nothing.
Really?
Look at
Wow.
this.
They look really good.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah, don't make it.
No, but
I don't
like,
want you
look.
to. I know, but I don't want you to pop it off. Stop.
It won't pop off. That's the cool thing.
Oh,
You
man.
and
No, but okay, but when you want to take them off, how do
soap
you
and
get
water.
them off? So, but they don't come off in soap whenever you're doing your dishes.
So what it says is it says to soak your nails for like 10 minutes in warm soapy water.
Yeah.
And then you just wiggle, and they just come off, and my nails are perfectly fine.
Weird.
I know.
That's cool.
But they're so cool, and I love them so much.
Yeah, so they've got lots of different designs.
Yeah,
and stuff.
so this is like a coral, and then the nail is like peaches. But here's the thing. They're each like about $13. But the thing is that I use 2 packs, and I only use 10 nails. And each pack has so many different nails in it. Like multiple, so you can use them multiple times.
So you're mixing and matching your packs here.
Yes.
Okay, because you have a coral pack and a peaches pack.
Peach pack.
Oh,
but the thing is, think about this. I used a peach pack, and I used 4 of the nails.
So one of these days, whenever you have a whole bunch of random nails, then you're going to have one of each. You're going to have coral, and you're going to have peaches, and then you're going to have pink, and then you're going to have leopard.
Yep, absolutely.
All the different ones.
But seriously,
That'll be fun,
I
though.
love them so
They are
much.
cute.
I'll sit there and I'll go,
They are cute. That reminds me of like acrylic almost.
yes,
Remember
no,
the days?
I used to do acrylics.
Yeah. Oh, man.
No, I feel like it's like a mix of like a gel and an acrylic.
Okay. Cute. I don't have mine
love
done
it.
right now, but I do have like a jail. I said jail.
Gel
gel nail kit that I love, and I usually use it, but I left my charger at my sister's house. Anyways, that's a long story, but
You had them like pink the other night.
I know I did. Well, and one of them was pink and then the other one was naked. And anyways, but I left my little thing because we went to Oklahoma City and all that stuff, which that was terrible with a 2-month-old. What was I thinking? Terrible with a 2-month-old, and then Parker's like, we barely pull out, and Parker's like, are we there yet? I'm like, dude, it's like 5 hours. You're gonna have to settle in.
Imagine driving the 13 hours.
Oh my gosh, I can't do it.
That's the driving. That's
Well,
just driving time.
Yeah.
Then you add in stops, traffic. Now you've got a 20-hour road trip with 2 small children in the back seat.
You know what? It's easier though whenever they're a little bit
Those
little
days.
because and then they sleep. But like Parker doesn't sleep anymore. Like he doesn't take naps
We
anymore.
used to have to drive overnight. The first couple years we drove overnight.
Yep.
Which eventually,
that's what
Curtis, couldn't keep his eyes open.
I
So I was like,
know.
we're never driving overnight ever again.
It's not worth it. I know my sister, that's what my sister told me. She goes, because I go, I'm just trying to keep Parker busy on the way back home. She goes, that's why I drive at night so that the kids sleep. And I'm like, I'm too selfish. I want to sleep. I don't want to drive at night, you know? So
Yeah,
anyways,
I like my sleep.
Hey, and I'm really excited about your little sunflower earrings.
I know. Aren't those like the cutest things you've ever seen?
Literally the cutest things.
I know,
I
I'm
cannot
so
wait. I
excited.
cannot wait to wear them. Like I'm so excited, especially in the fall. And I got myself some real sunflowers that I'm going to try to plant in the back.
Ooh.
I know. So we'll see. I don't have a green thumb and I don't know how to,
me
I don't know
either.
anything about plants
But
or
we're
flowers
going
or
to
nothing.
plant flowers in this month.
Oh,
Once
good.
the rain
In the front yard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be so pretty. I know. See, they're expensive and then they don't last. I mean, I know you can get the ones that come back every year, and I don't have like an artistic eye like that. And I can't I don't know where it looks good. Nikki, she's so good at that stuff. She's
I know,
like,
she was out
she'll
there
go out
doing
there
it
and she'll
herself.
she'll go to Lowe's or whatever. And then
Yeah.
she'll pick up, or probably the local place here. And she'll pick up some flowers and then she goes home and then she puts them all in her little garden thing. And
I
I'm
know.
like,
I
how do
saw
you make
her
it look
out
so
there and I
good?
was just like,
Yeah, I don't get
that
it.
looks like a lot of work.
It does look like a lot of work. So, anyways.
But at the same time, I want flowers.
And then I
because
feel
we
like if
have
I-
a house
if
and I
you-
want it to look nice.
I know, but you got to keep up on them because then they might have weeds and stuff, and you got to get, you know what I mean. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap up. We're not gonna send Parker to school today. Poor thing got sick yesterday.
Did you ever talk to him about
Kissing?
his little girlfriend?
Yes. Did he tell you where he kissed? Because I go,
No. So my back was turned. All of a sudden, I hear Alex go, "Parker kissed his girlfriend," and I was like,
So
What?
she's the soccer coach and she's got a whistle. They were at practice on Tuesday.
So
and
Alex-
Parker's girlfriend, who he's in class with,
which I think is so funny that
at school, they're on the
same
same soccer
Yeah.
team. Yeah. So anyway, so Megan hears.
Yeah, so Alex yells that. So I turned and Parker goes, smiles, and I'm like, I don't know.
Didn't you blow your
So I go, and I go, no PDA on the field. No PDA. And they go, they're like looking at me like, what's PDA? And so
Oh,
and then
I
I was
know.
like, Parker. And he was like, what? I was like,
Yeah, he came. I came. So I go, did you kiss her? And he goes, yeah. And I go, like, he wasn't even shy about it. He was just like, yeah, I did. And I go, where did you kiss her? You know, I want to make sure he didn't like grab her and kiss her on the lips. He's like, I kissed her on her shoulder.
Oh.
So I told Phil later, I was like, we may need to have an anatomy lesson. But I told him I got really serious and I said, no kissing.
Yeah.
No kissing
6.
at all. He was like, okay. So I told Phil about it and I go, Parker kissed Jocelyn. And he goes, I think I kissed a girl when I was in kindergarten. I was like, don't tell me that. But I'm like, you need to ask her dad's permission before you do anything.
Before you kiss her on the shoulder again. Well, and then he was like hugging her and stuff. And I'm like, what is happening? And
and I'm a touchy person.
am I.
I'm very touchy. So I've made him touchy. And so I think now he's touchy. And it's a bad thing.
Well, and Alex in the car, when we were like going back home, he said something again about his little girlfriend or whatever, Maya or whatever. I probably shouldn't have said her name, but whatever. But
I think I said her.
I think you said her name too. But anyway, he's like, well, I've never kissed her. And I was like, that's good, buddy.
Keep it that you better.
And then he goes, but I still have a girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, a girlfriend that literally just went up to you and said, you're my boyfriend. So good job with that one, buddy.
Score.
And he's like, well, and I was like, that's good. I'm like, well, that's good. He goes, yeah, I haven't really touched her. And I was like, have you hugged her? He's like, no. He's like, I tried. And I was like,
not off to a good start there,
I was
bud.
like, oh, bud. He's like,
is it
but
like one of the side hugs?
I don't know. He's like, but she still has a crush on me. And I was like,
so are they in class together or do they know?
I don't know. I think she must be in his class.
I didn't know if they like met on the playground or something like that. You know,
romance.
Young love.
See, I only went to kindergarten and then I was homeschooled.
Oh, okay. So you can't relate to any of this.
No, it blows because like their dad will have stories and my dad has stories and everyone else has stories. And I'm like, I had my first kiss right before 8th grade.
Oh my gosh. I was
I'm just like a little bit rude.
Just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
That's good though. That's a good thing.
I know. It was really bad too. I still remember it.
I did have a boyfriend when I was younger and yeah.
I had little crushes.
I mean, yeah, I think that's normal.
From like the homeschool group in church. And I sound pathetic.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up, but we hope you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day. Hopefully we'll have good Mother's Day. Feels like, what do you want? Oh, wait, he got me a shirt, and it says, Mama, Mommy, Mom, Bruh. I was like, that is so true.
Absolutely.
I'm like, Parker? He's like, yo, what's up, bruh? Excuse me, I am not your bruh, I am your mom. Or or what else does he call me? I can't remember what he says. But it's hardly ever mom anymore. Unless he needs something. Yeah. And then he's like, Mom, you know.
Yeah, the other night, Alex was being just a turd in the bathroom. We had bath time. And I was getting frustrated. Then all of a sudden he looks at me and he goes, I love you. Oh. And I look at him and I go,
what do you want?
I look at I go, and then he goes, and he smiles. And I was like, you are a turd. And then he goes, I told him the other day because they were calling each other turds. And I told him, I go, whoever calls someone a turd is the actual turd. Oh. And so now he's using it against me. And anytime something gets said, he goes, well, then you're a turd. And I was like,
these kids are getting too smart, man.
Like, I knew you would use that against me one day. And he's just like,
yeah. He's like, I'm sorry.
He also tells jokes now.
Oh, cute.
And then he wants me to respond, like give him an answer. And I'm like, I don't know. And he goes, Parker gives me an answer. And I'm like, good for Parker. Go tell Parker another joke.
I mean, but really, they play so good together. And like their little conversations like that. Like they really do engage in conversation with each other.
They really talk to each other.
Yeah. It's not just like, oh, okay.
They call each other brothers.
Oh.
And then my dad had dropped Alex off when they spent the night at their house Sunday night. And he was talking to Phil for a second. And they're getting in the car. And one of them said something about being brothers. And I'm like, yep. And Parker goes, brothers in Christ. And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
And because every single morning when they leave, I always tell the boys, I go, who are you going to be a light for? And they go, Jesus. And I'm like, good job. And so when he said that, my dad was like, very nice, Parker. And I was like, way to go, dude.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I love that so much.
Are you about to cry?
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I'm just okay. No.
I also
no. But
I thought it was the cutest thing.
That is super cute. I haven't heard him say that, but he doesn't. Like he doesn't. I mean, I was gonna say there's no brothers at his house.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has.
But
Lane
it was
now,
like
but
the cutest thing.
That's
I was
cute.
like, church is really rubbing off on you guys.
I know, I love
like,
it.
Thank you.
Hey, did you put them in? Did you sign them up for the little bit or
VBS?
VBS?
Did you
that's
do
right.
it?
I did.
Did you put Alex down?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, so they could be in the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because I told Alex last night, I said, you guys got to go to VBS. And he's like, what's VBS? And I was like,
Now is he going to
Bible
summer school too?
I think so.
Because I signed Parker up for both sessions.
I'll probably only send
Like,
him
get
for
this
one
kid
session.
out of this house.
Yeah, right?
You know?
Maybe I'll send, I mean, if Parker's going to go, maybe I'll sign him up for both sessions.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll have to tell you something about it, but about whatever our plans are. But, okay. All right. We hope you guys have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend, and hopefully the sun will shine.
Hopefully. I always forget this part. Okay. Outro, right?
Peace out.